There are five mental faculties in Buddhist psychology that we can learn to develop and cultivate in our minds. When we cultivate these faculties well, they become a power for us, a power to overcome the negativity of the mind, to overcome the afflictions of the mind, afflictive emotions. Every human mind goes through some kind of negativity pretty regularly, whether we're pondering worst case scenarios, trapped in a cycle of blame or shame, imagining bad outcomes, worrying about your future, the inner critic. There's all kinds of ways that our mind goes unnecessarily to negative places. And this habit is what creates stress in us. So we want to overcome those stresses and habits of the mind, and there are ways of doing that. And the Buddha pointed out these five faculties as a way. Now, these are faculties that we have. They aren't Buddhist. They are human qualities, characteristics that we can develop and grow. And we're constantly developing something mentally. We're constantly creating a mental habit. So these faculties help us to create a mental habit conscientiously. So the faculties are mindfulness, which is the habit of bringing our attention into the present moment. It is really culturally appreciated and understood that living in the present moment alleviates stress, helps us to lighten our load, that it's a good idea to give our attention to life when it's happening, which is always just now. So this quality of mindfulness is something that we can develop. And then there is energy, and that's something that we develop regularly in our normal life. The energy to do the dishes, the energy to clean up our room or brush our teeth. And maybe we don't want to, but we get out of bed in the morning. Maybe we don't want to, but we go to work anyway. We're cultivating that habit of energy. And we can cultivate it on more refined levels, having a kind of mental energy to be more consciously aware of what we're doing in any given activity of our life. And then there's faith. Sada is the Pali word for faith, which also means trust and confidence. Again, this is a human quality, characteristic, emotion, mind state, you can almost call it, which it's good to familiarize ourselves with it and to name it as something that is trustworthy in itself, that is powerful, that is good to develop. We can have faith in what we're doing. We can have faith within our spiritual practice, in our teachers. We can have faith in the practice itself. And then we can have faith and confidence in ourself. The sage Nagasena said to King Milinda that the quality of faith is serene. So it makes our minds calm and serene and leaps forward. So it's that sense of leaping into knowing that I can, that's the confidence, or trust, like this will be a good thing for me to do. I am able to do this. I do trust this person, this circumstance. I trust myself to be able to handle the scenario. So that's a quality of heart that is the opposite of worry, and it is the opposite of fear and doubt. Another one of the qualities is concentration. So where mindfulness is bringing our attention to the present moment, concentration is bringing our attention to a single object. And that can develop a state of mind where the mind can become one-pointed. In meditation practice, if we are using a mantra, for example, that is a concentration practice, coming back to one thing. The mind wanders away, you come back to that one thing. Concentration in the mind blocks out negative mind states. So it will block out indecision. It will block out self-doubt. It will block out worry and restlessness. It will block out annoyance. It will block out desires, other kinds of desires that can distract us from any path that we're undertaking. And when all of those qualities are blocked out from the mind, then there is a great deal of joy and rapture that can happen. This in our meditation practice and also within our life. And then the last one is wisdom. And wisdom in Buddhist practice is knowing what leads to happiness and what leads to stress. So these 5 faculties or 5 powers can be used for our spiritual practice and are strengthened the most when used for our spiritual practice and are said to be able to lead us to full freedom of mind and heart, enlightenment. But they are also qualities that as we develop them in our spiritual practice will bring us great benefit to all of our endeavors in life. If we have trust and confidence in ourselves in any kind of endeavor in the world, then we do that thing much better. If we are concentrated and focused on whatever we are doing, then we do that thing better. If we give energy to whatever we're doing in the world, then we do that thing better. And if we're mindful of whatever we are doing, then we will do that thing better. So these are beautiful qualities that each of us already have, but like everything, we need to nourish, grow, and create the seeds for doing so. And that's what our meditation practice can do. So I will be releasing more videos that will guide in developing these qualities in yourself. I will share in the comments of this video a practice in mindfulness that you can start to develop that quality within you. And then going forward, I'll do some on concentration and faith as well, and a little talk about energy.